Now, there is this EDP documentary that has been going around now, and it's called The Sick Mind of EDP445. You know, this was a documentary that was supposed to be made or supposed to been released like I would say like a few years ago, and I'm not too sure why it took so damn long for this documentary to somehow be released, I suppose. And yeah, because when I first heard about this documentary, I pretty much just like, gave up on it and say, yeah, this is long overdue. I don't know when it's going to come out, and be like, yeah, this is taking too damn long already. And now it is out. In that trailer or in that clip of the documentary, the interviewer asks CDP, why did you want to have sex with a 13-year-old girl? And EDP responds saying, well, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old girl is because the answer to that is already clear. Now, you see right there, as soon as he said that, he just blatantly admitted to it. So that's just letting you guys know that, yeah, EDP didn't change. He is still a disgusting human, and yeah, that is not going to change nothing about him. EDP is not sorry for what he did. He's only sorry and regretting it because he got caught. Because EDP has been doing this for a while. This is the first time, I believe. I believe that he has done this multiple times. And when people do this stuff multiple times, they don't regret it. They just keep on doing it and don't accept the consequences for it, like none whatsoever. So yeah, that's all the evidence that we pretty much need from there as to why he decided to meet that 13-year-old girl, knowing damn well that yeah, he's gonna get put on blast, he's gonna get exposed, and yeah, life ain't gonna go too well on him. It's gonna hit him harder than the meteor hitting the earth. So yeah. Now, more in that documentary, there was this random guy that said EDP is completely innocent or something along those lines. Completely innocent? Really? Completely innocent. Wow, bro, just what the fuck? As soon as I heard it, I'm like, what the fuck? EDP is not innocent. He never was. So I'm assuming that guy is either one of those trolling fanboys or he is just one of those so-called EDP defenders. So while you saying that EDP is innocent, so that means you defend pedos now? You must be on their side. So you're just as bad for defending a pedo, knowing damn well that there is a lot of evidence that has been proven that EDP is not innocent. So yeah. And people think that, saying that shit is going to give them attention, is going to give them praise or whatnot, when it's going to increase the backlash like even further, like that's going to give them a shit ton of criticism for saying shit like that. Now, to all of those fanboys, fangirls, those trolls, like whoever those like EDP fans are, they know exactly what EDP has did. They know exactly that this dude is not innocent, and we have all of the evidence that we need to say that, yeah, EDP is not innocent, people. I'm sorry and not sorry for telling the truth, but yeah, you guys are going to have to accept the truth and then just like let it go. Because I know that EDP, though, when EDP was never caught or he was never talking to minors, back then EDP had a lot of fans, but since his fans and people found out the truth about him, all his fans, do you know what they did? They turned on him. They stopped supporting him because you want to know why? They have the common sense to know that, yeah, this isn't the person that we want to look up to or support, and look at the shit that he's doing. And this is a serious case, and people don't realize that, yeah, talking to minors, Child like exploitation and molestation, those are serious cases. They should not be taken lightly, none whatsoever. And EDP should have went to jail. He should have been locked up like long time ago or ever since that he first got caught. And they let people like this just run away scot free, and they don't get consequences or get punishments for the things that they did. Cause I don't get why that people want to feel like or say that this isn't a big issue when it actually is a big issue. That shit should not be taken lightly at all. It should be taken way more serious than it is now. And look at this, all these so-called EDP defenders, look at your so-called hero or person that you look up to now. Look at what he has done. You see, look at that though. Look exactly where he's at now in life. What a waste of pathetic life that he lived. Because EDP never learns. He keeps coming back on YouTube. He keeps coming back on the internet. And EDP knows this from his heart. EDP knows that. EDP knows this from his heart. He knows this from his brain. He knows that all that. Nobody don't want him back on there. He could have been took responsibility. He could have been stayed off the internet. And what did he do? He decided to not do those things, and he dug himself an even bigger shithole. And who EDP has to blame? Himself. Because nobody put a gun to his head, nobody tortured him, nobody threatened his life to meet that 13-year-old girl, or which he thought it was a 13-year-old girl when it was actually that decoy. So yeah, nobody told him to do this. Nobody forced him to do this. He did this on himself willingly as we speak. Because people like EDP, they never learn until it's too late. Because I wish somebody was brave enough to actually go up to EDP and beat his ass or knock his ass out and let him know that, yeah, you need to stop fucking around with children. Like on some real shit. And that's the issue right there. When people get caught doing shit what EDP has done, they don't give them the right amount of time or the right punishments for the shit that they did, and they just give them a slap on the wrist and they let them go. And what do we know? They will just do that shit again. So yeah, that's why they need to stop going light on people like this and actually go heavy on them, like go hard on them and give them the time and punishments that they need, and throw the book at their ass too though. I'm not too sure if the whole EDP documentary has been released. If it has, then I can give it a watch and see. I already know what EDP is going to say in there. He's going to make it all about himself. He's going to try to flip the script. He's going to try to rewrite history, and he's going to try to say that he's innocent. He's going to pretend like he didn't do anything. He's going to pretend or say that he has been set up. He didn't do none of this, and people are trying to frame him. It's like, no, EDP. What you're saying about yourself is not true. You're just not taking responsibility for what you've done. And you know that. EDP knows that though. No matter how many times he tries to twist the narratives or flip the script, it's not going to change who he is. It's not going to restore his reputation. It's not going to refurbish his career. It's not going to change anything about him. It's not going to change his past either. So yeah, all EDP can do now is to let all this die down. EDP is so quick to play the victim. He is so quick to try to hide shit when people already know about his past and the truth about him to begin with. And what EDP doesn't know is that we know him better than he knows himself. And that's saying something, because nobody else shouldn't know you better than you know yourself. And yeah, it is just terrible. Now, ever since that EDP was first caught. Now, the people that caught him were Chet Goldstein and CC Unit. And let me tell you something about this as well. How they handled that situation with EDP was kind of silly and goofy, because if they were willing to put EDP in jail, why didn't they have the police with them in the beginning? Now, if they had the police with them to begin with, then EDP would have been in jail by now for the shit that he did. But since there was no police, they let him go away scot free. And that's what I mean. Like, you can't have clowns on the internet pretending to be these predator poachers, agents, detectives, stuff like that. Now, even if you do catch a predator or catch a pedo, always get the police involved, because catching predators can also be a dangerous thing too, though. Like, you may never know somebody's intentions. Like, they could have had a weapon on them. They could have did something that would either get yourself hurt, get other people's hurt, or even put lives at risk as well. So it's always better to take precautions before doing shit like this. But it's better to always have the police with you, so that way it will make it safer. It will be easier to get them off of the streets and like put them under the jailhouse. To me, with all of these documentaries about these shitty people, like the guy that was making the documentary of EDP, his name is Mike Klum or Mike Klum, something along those lines. And I will say this, though, is that people need to stop giving these scumbags like EDP the attention they don't deserve, because instead of doing documentaries about these sick individuals and disgusting roaches like EDP, they should be getting documentaries about people that are genuine, people that are good, people that really bust their ass and work hard to get more views and to get fame for all the hard work and good work they have done. But yet we have all of these fucking unhygienic roaches like EDP just getting more attention when they shouldn't be getting attention at all. EDP already had his spotlight. He already had it, even though that he blew it all away, but he already had his. So yeah, no need to give him more attention, because I feel like that the EDP documentary has already been done. Cause I'm pretty sure that somebody has already done it. Maybe not in the way that Mike has done it, but like people have like done it in like different ways. So yeah, it's a good thing that Chet Goldstein and them exposed EDP for what he did. It was a good thing, but it was a good thing done by shitty people. In other words, Chet Goldstein was proven to be no better than EDP. So it was a good thing done by shitty people. And of course, like, this isn't no surprise. This isn't mind blowing. It happens all the time, you know. Good things are being done by bad people. Sometimes it's just how it is. And yeah, one more thing before I wrap this video up. Now, EDP has recently came back to YouTube. He came back to YouTube like a few months ago, and his channel got terminated. And then sometime later, his channel was unbanned. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, shouldn't he be banned already? Because EDP has been banned off of YouTube multiple times. So this is one of the multiple accounts that EDP has had that were terminated or banned. And because I'm wondering why, though, why is YouTube unbanning EDP all of a sudden? Is this supposed to be another troll account? Because hopefully that it is another troll account and not EDP himself. I mean, if it is EDP himself, then why is he getting unbanned? And I don't understand that. And you see, they hold people like this to double standards than people who are not doing shit like EDP is. Because should not be back on YouTube at all. I don't understand why YouTube can't IP ban these people, or why they can't just stop these people from coming back on the platform. Like it makes no sense at all. And like, it shouldn't be that hard to remove him, because YouTube has all of that time. YouTube has all of that money, and they still can't figure a way how to permanently stop these people from coming back on the platform. I mean, yeah, like we seen Cyrax trying to come back on YouTube multiple times already, and look what happened to his channels though. Like his channels get terminated right off the spot. And these people don't learn. How do they not learn that they are not allowed back on the platform? Nobody don't want them on the internet, and yet they still try to redeem themselves by inviting themselves to the platforms like YouTube and the other social media platforms, when they know that like they notice themselves. They don't like people don't want them back on the platforms and social media sites, and yet they keep bringing themselves back over here, and they all hop on the bandwagon thinking that they're going to get a bus ticket or a train ticket to get on board with everybody else, when nope, they're either going to just like get kicked off. And that's how it should be for these pedos that keep coming back on the internet. Because either so, they should go to their houses or go somewhere where they can't have the internet, like disconnect the internet for them and like take the internet away from them. I don't get why that people like this are so addicted to the internet and so addicted to getting attention, and they always feel like that they want to be seen. They always feel like that, or like they want to be the spotlight or be the number one sightseeing thing when they're not. And hopefully that YouTube terminates EDP's channel again. Like his channel should not have been up there anymore. It should have been terminated for a long time. So I don't know why. I don't know why that EDP's channel is unbanned for some strange ass reason. That's just letting me know that YouTube is just as bad as the pedos themselves. So yeah. Now we gotta do better. We were supposed to been better. Now we gotta do better at getting these people away from the internet and getting these people off of social media, because the internet is not going to help them pay their bills. It's not going to babysit them. It's not going to do any of those things. So they're just wasting their time, and they know that from their brains. They know exactly why every time they try to come back to YouTube or social media, and they're going to get banned. Like if I was in their shoes right now, I would have just gave up and said, yeah, fuck it. Like I keep getting banned every time I try to come back to social media or YouTube, and it doesn't seem to be working. Every time I come back, I get banned. So you might as well just give up, because you're just wasting your time trying to create all those accounts and trying to make all those emails only to get nothing from it. And they just keep coming back. They're just like stuck in this loop. They're like stuck in this Ferris wheel or this merry-go-round, only to just get stopped again. EDP lost all of that. Yeah, EDP is basically pretty much lost everything. He lost his career. He has lost his fans. He lost supporters. He pretty much lost everything. But the only thing that he didn't lose is losing the weight. So yeah, that's funny to me though. He lost everything else, but he couldn't lose the weight. That's funny right there. And yeah, I just hope that, they just do better at like keeping people like EDP away from social media. Like the law needs to do better. Like if the law just keeps giving them slaps on the wrist and not giving them the correct time and punishments, then the law is just as bad too. Because it doesn't make no sense for this to keep happening. How do they not figure out no other way to stop this or to prevent shit like this from happening? And that's why that all of us need to do better. Because I know that it's not that difficult to do better. Like it shouldn't be at all. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the EDP 445 documentary. Just wanted to put my opinion about it and to like say some things for it or whatnot. Alrighty then, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here.